safeguard up. Other than this, whatever this thing is there any other thing that will stop you from doing business with me today? And if they say no, then now we know what we got to deal with. If he says there's some other things, then let's put them in the isolation.
Right.
And let's deal with them all together, you know. I hear a lot of people, like Jason is saying, we got a lot of information, so we inundate people with the information, but it's not hitting the target. So people are like, oh, I feel like my head is too big. Now I'm just giving them more to think about. Yeah. I don't want to. If the issue is he's got to think about it, I don't want to give him a whole bunch of stuff to think about by throwing all this other stuff at him.
And that's the thing. What you can do is at certain checkpoints when you're going over the proposal, have them check in with them and say, check in, have them repeat back to you, what do they think about this or what have they learned about it, and have them kind of right there kind of sell themselves on it. Okay, so tell me, how can this USDA loan help you, Jason? I just told you it's no money down, 100% finance. How can this help you out? Tell me about it.
Well,
see, now I'm having him go back in his mind to get the information.
And he hears his own self saying all
he
the affirmative
believes
stuff.
himself when he believes your voice.
Right.
He trusts his voice more than he trusts your voice.
Teach him what to say to himself.
See, but you want to do that.
That's Jedi, man. That's Jedi, sir.
It is. No, it's good. No, but see, I don't. But no, hey guys, this is serious.
serious,
Hey, Casey,
man.
listen up, man, because this is an area you need to work on. So I know, but if you don't get this, you're not going to close the loan. So you have to really you have to really get this and understand this is huge. This is very powerful. So this is not just us bull. I'm not over here just shooting my breath, man. This is serious stuff. And so the thing is that this is very powerful right here. Just stopping after you're done, you give them one piece. Have you heard enough to make a decision? A question like that in the middle, or tell me about how this can help you out. Having them say, this is huge, because you're right. If you give them 30 minutes and then you just ran out of breath, you're like, whoa, man, this is way too much information. So knowing how to drop that in right in a certain spot after you give them a little bit of information about the program is great.
We used to do a thing called take the temperature. Okay, and the temperature is, based on what you've heard thus far, if you were to rate your interest in moving forward right now from 1 to 10, with 1 representing, no, that's not really my cup of tea, to 10, like, what do I got to do to sign up for this right now? Where would you rate yours? And if you say anything a 7 or above, then I know that I pretty much got you. But if you say that you're an 8, for instance, before I go and start giving you a bunch of other stuff to make you a 10, I check in with you and say, okay, that's great, you're an 8. Do you feel comfortable making a decision at your level of 8 right now? Or do I have to give you more information to get you to a higher level? And most people will say, no, I prefer to be at a 10 or whatever. And it always gets us to know what we're dealing with now. Because sometimes if you don't know what you're dealing with, you're just throwing a lot of stuff out there that may or may not be helping you. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's some of the conversations that we have quietly, where I want to see where we are. Take the temperature, They might buy at an 8.
Right. So the point that we're talking about here on the hierarchy here is that selling cannot be random. It has to be totally mechanical. And I'm not talking about how you talk to people. I'm talking about the steps.
Systemic.
Okay. The steps how you close someone has to be mechanical. So, I mean, not how you're talking to someone. Don't think I'm not saying how you talk to people is mechanical. I'm talking about the steps. It has to be, step 1 is the greeting, right? Step 2 is the questions. Step 3 is the presentation, right? Fact finding, and then step 4 is you're giving the pitch. Step 5 you close, negotiate, and that's it. Selling's not random. If you have in your mind it's random, it's not going to work.
Oh, it has to be strategic.
It's a system.
Yeah. You have to follow. I mean, that's what the straight line persuasion is, right? I mean, you have to follow that straight line. Those 5, whatever those 5 steps are, it's outlined in the script. Just follow that, and you're going to close more. You're going to close more deals. Again, it's not going to work with everybody, but it's going to help double your business. Just follow it when you talk to the leads, man, and your income's going to skyrocket. I promise you. I don't know if you guys see what's being created here. Is a well-oiled machine, to where if you get a good loan in and you put it in there, it's going to close. You have LOAs and processors now that are getting very skilled, to where as soon as you start to bring in loans, you're just going to go right through. But they got to be solid. Okay, bring in good loans that have good credit and they have the money, they're going to close. And it's not in BFE. If it's in BFE and they have junky credit, then set the expectations accordingly. Um,
I just went out.
$10 too.
Yeah, Timbuktu.
Yeah. Does that, no one knows what BFE is? Oh, is that most?
Oh, we know.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, we
Okay. So my mom used to say that. So
A lot of people's moms used to say
my
that.
my mom always used to say that. Huh?
I never heard an acronym before.
Oh yeah. I remember
yeah.
my mom always used to say that. So
Should say the whole thing or just say BFE?
she said BFE. She say it both sometimes. Depends on her mood. So she would say it both ways. So but
Think about it. I call this place humble. BFE. My
BF.
loan is out there.
But no, I mean, you know, like, remember the other day when I asked you, I said, hey, David, tell me about this loan. Is it like a solid deal? Is it ready to go? Or no, it's got these little issues. Okay, so, okay, well then, that's going to be a 45-day close or it's going to be a 60-day close. It's got all this stuff going on. Versus that this is a slam dunk, you know, that we got to, you know, but the point is that if you guys get very good here in qualifying, you know, I want it to be very systematic for you, so it's not, so you can predict your income. You know what I mean? I want you to be able to predict your, okay, I know I'm gonna make this, 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 and this. Okay? So when that lead comes in, man, if you got a junky, crazy situation, get out of the way. You know? So versus this is a 200,000. He's a little bit shopping. He's a little bit, a little bit butthead, but I think I can work through that because it's a good loan, and I can, get it closed. You know, and it's not just about interest rate. It's gonna be about other things.
I think I'm learning to appreciate the bad leads.
Huh?
I'm starting to appreciate the training leads in the beginning. You get exposed to the crap.
But it teaches you though. It teaches you how to think about a loan,
Mhm.
how to structure it, what to do. You know, it definitely does. I mean, it's all good experience to learn. So, what about Adrian? So I got to talk to my wife about the deal. You know, I'm not ready yet. I got to talk to my wife. I'm not sure what I want to do.
Okay, well, let me ask you this. Does your wife know that you're speaking with me today?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if you're anything like me and, my husband, I always communicate with him and let him know what's going on. But, so what do you need to go back to your wife and discuss about?
Well, I mean, we're buying a house, and the loan. She just, I think she would probably want to be a part of it.
Okay. And what questions do you feel that she would have? I know that you guys know each other pretty well, so.
The payment.
Okay, the payment. Okay, so let's talk about the payment. Where would you like that payment to be at?
I mean, probably around, I'd say about $10,000 a month.
Okay, $10,000 a month.
Yeah.
Okay, Will
Great.
Smith.
Well, if we can make your payments, hit that $10,000 a month, would you be comfortable moving forward?
Sure.
Okay, well, let's do this. Let's figure out a way, and we can make this happen for you.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, sounds good.
Great.
You're good.
I want that loan.
It's like,
I'm going on vacation.
No, that was probably shouldn't have given that number. Okay, you've gotten better. I remember last time I asked you, so you've gotten that better. About because you kind of halfway had it, about how, hey, whenever I talk to my husband and I know that I'm going to make a decision, he always backs me because he loves me. And that's how
Okay.
the rest of that goes. So.
Gotcha.
You started it.
But you're getting there. It's good. It's good. I think with a little bit more confidence in it, you're right there. You know what I mean? See, you're saying it to me because you're scripting it, but I need you to say like you believe it, like it's real for you, like you really have a husband or somebody, and you can visualize it, and he really says that all the time. Like my wife bought a car yesterday. I didn't even know what I did. So I decided to do it. So I'm serious. I'm not joking. I have no idea. This is okay. Yeah. So, but that's how I am with her, and that's the relationship that we have. And so, knowing when something's scripted and when it's real is going to make because the customer can sense it, and I can sense it just being right next to you.
Yeah.
So, practice that a lot more, like do rehearsing, like on the way up here to the office. Just rehearse that over and over in your mind, or speak it aloud. It's gonna be really good. So, so hey David, listen man, I'm just getting info. I'm just shopping, brother. I'm not ready to do anything. I see all these advertisements all over the place. I'm just getting some information right now. I'm not really ready to do anything.
Okay, what exactly are you shopping for? And have you gone to any other lenders, or is this your first call?
Well, I mean, I'm trying to shop for the best deal. I mean, I haven't talked to anywhere else. I was gonna give Quicken a call, and then I saw guaranteed rate. And so, but I mean, I don't know. I'm just trying to get the best deal, and you know, my dad always said I need to check with 3 quotes.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's definitely good advice. I can tell you one thing right off the bat. You know, we've gotten borrowers from both of those companies that have come to us. First of all, we're a direct lender, so you're getting the money directly from us. We're not a middleman. When you're looking at guaranteed rate and Quicken Loans, they're a broker, so they're the middleman, and they're automatically going to be higher than us. Like I said, like I mentioned before, we've had several borrowers, or I get borrowers all the time really, that come to us, and we can always beat that rate guarantee. So I mean, that's not a problem if you want to move forward and get the best deal for yourself. You know, we can go ahead and get started for you right now, get you pre-approved. I mean, is there any other things that would stop you as far as going forward and getting pre-approved today?
No, not really. I mean, I just want to make sure I'm getting the best deal. You know.
No, absolutely. I mean, we can get you pre-approved now. If something comes up and there's a better offer out there, like I told you before, we're gonna work it out, and we're gonna get you the best deal no matter what. And just from experience, I've been doing this for 10 plus years, and our company, we get people like this all the time, especially from those companies. We're gonna get you the best deal no matter what. Like I said, if something comes up in the future from another lender that's gonna be better than us, we can always work it out to get you the best deal.
Okay. See how like he has experience that he's closed a few he's closed loans. You can tell that he has experience. Now I like it, and I like what he's done. Now here's what I would have done, or had added as a compliment. I'd say, hey, listen, David, I want you to get the best deal too. So in fact, I'm going to show you. Here's the offers from Quicken and Guaranteed Rate. Quicken today is at 4.25 with 2 points. Guaranteed's at 4.5 with 3 points. I'm at 4% with 1 point. I want to give him the options now so he doesn't go shop. I'm going to show him the options from the other companies. You go into HEB, you see what they have? You see what they have over there? They have Kroger's price right next to theirs.
Mm-hmm.
So they're showing it to you up front, so you don't have to go shop.
How do you find those 2 rates?
They're right there on their website.
On their website.
See, that's slick. Hey, brother, I'm going to show you who's the best deal. Now you go into we're the bank. That's why we have the best deal.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I want you to get the best deal. That's why I have already had them for you in the presentation. Here's the options right here for you.
Absolutely.
Go next time when you go to HEB, go look at the price of the coffee, and look at Kroger's price right next to it. Why do they do that?
You have to think about it.
Yeah, well, but you go look at the Starbucks. It's $7.95, and it says Kroger's price $9.95 next to it. So that way you don't have to go to Kroger. I'm just telling you, man. It's huge. So don't be afraid to talk about the other lender, the other competition. If that's your competition, or Guaranteed Rate, or Quicken, or whoever, So it's right on. Quicken has higher rates than us, usually by a quarter, always. I promise you, they're not lower. So, but I would just give it to them up front, tell them this is where, and then say, look, this is where we're at, and then go into the pitch about we're the bank, and they're the middleman, they're a mortgage broker or a mortgage lender, and all of the benefits about the company, and then go to the close. What do you guys think about that?
I like it.
Good. I like the progressive approach.
No, just have it already there for them, so they don't have to shop.
So they don't have an option to go.
You gave all the options.
Yeah.
Well,
Listen,
I mean, but they're
I'm-
not going to go with them.
No, I'm with you. I'm 2 steps ahead of you. I want you to have the best option too. So here they are.
You can't say anything.
Yeah.
after that.
They're just gonna be like, okay, well, let's do it.
Yeah, but no, but you see, I'm just telling you, if you do that for them, and I think it's going to be a lot more powerful versus you just telling them that, because people don't believe what they hear, they believe what they see.
Yep.
You could tell someone, hey man, Angelo, I called my queue today, go look. When I go look, it's not done. Oh, I did it, but I have to go see it. You telling me doesn't mean anything. That's how people are. Like, I'll tell you, hey, you can make 10 grand a month here. Show it to me. I don't care what you're telling me, Andrew. Show me. Show me. So show the customer the rates. Show them the terms. Show them, okay, they're a mortgage broker. See down there, it says on the bottom, NMLS, mortgage banker. See, mine says FDIC. I'm showing you. See? So that's the difference. See where it says they're licensed by the Texas Savings and Loan? I'm not licensed by the Texas Savings and Loan. I'm regulated by the FDIC. That's what that means. See how mine has an NMLS-R? That loan officer has an NMLS because I'm exempt. So you know you want to show customers believe what they see. People believe what they see. These are huge things that can help you when you're closing deal. And I know it's a lot of content, it's a lot of information. We got to get if we get, I promise you, if you guys get this down, you're going to close a lot more loans. I promise you that. But you've got to get it down. And so anyway, those are some good things. What about not Steve? Hey man, I'm freaking up here in Grand Rapids, Minnesota, man. You're down there in Houston. So is that even real? Is that a real thing?
I know Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Okay, sorry. I'm sorry, man.
Nah, be skeptical.
Okay. Yeah. So I don't want to deal with you Texans, man. You and that dang George Bush, man. So you know. I mean, what's in your company's Bank of England, and that's even more scary because your Bank of England, you're Texas, I'm in Minnesota. What does this have to do with USDA? So,
You'll get it.
So what are you gonna do now, man?
Well, hey, that's something good though. If you brought that up, we're like, look, we're in Texas. We do USDA.
Yeah.
Like, that's I don't know, something down there. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, it's because I can see this has happened to people before, man.
Yeah, they think we're on the other side of the pond. We were saying we're a Bank of England. Like, Bank of England? You know?
Well, and that they're way up there because way up there in Minnesota and Fargo, and then we're down here, or that's North Dakota.
That's Dakota.
But well, what do you do? I mean, how do you? I mean, what do you say? Oh my, because is that an objection to you? Like, would you do business with someone in Montana?
No, I mean, essentially, I just tell them, when I first start talking to them, and I mention the Bank of England, I immediately afterwards mention that we're the largest USDA home loan provider.
Okay.
And that we're a nationwide, we're a nationwide bank. So we're FDIC regulated.
Okay.
And so therefore, and also if it comes to the whole location thing, I also tell them, look, everything that we do is going to be local. I'm just here in Houston, and I'm just going to be the guy who's structuring the loan, making sure everything is. I'm a specialist.
Right.
And but when you go to close, everything is going to be local. So don't feel like you're going to be dealing with or having to move or all.
Come to
this.
Houston for closing
Right.
or something like that. Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Now, but let me ask you this though. So if somebody, let's say somebody's in San Diego, and you need to buy like a watch or a cell phone or there's a certain insurance, would you deal with them, or would you only do something here?
To me, well nowadays it depends on the amount of time it takes for me to get the product. But
See, he has to think about it, so it is an issue for him. So if he has that issue in him, it's going to be harder for him to really do it with full faith. You see, like for me, like because I'm so used to buying stuff online, I have no problem. My insurance guy's in Arizona, and I don't have a problem with it as long as he's reputable and that he can deliver.
yeah,
Right?
with the watch, I mean, like I said, it goes
Or
back to
insurance,
the
or let's say insurance. Let's say some
Insurance,
service.
no,
Okay,
like
service
my
provider.
insurance guy is, I don't even know where he's at.
Yeah.
But Mexico. I don't even know where he's at, but as long as I get the That's still for me.
Yeah, I'm just saying, pay attention to what, do your inner objections, watch what those are. And, because, you know, if it is something like, you know, let's say it's, you get someone on the phone and they're a foreigner, and you have an issue with foreigners, right? I mean, that's gonna be, it's gonna be, I'm just telling you, it's gonna be.
You won't come out that
Starts
when
off-
you're angry.
Are you gonna close that loan?
Hey, can you take that out of there? So,
I know.
okay.
I know John said it one time. He was like, he said it as blunt as possible. I was sitting next to him. He was like, you got an accent. Are you from this country?
God.
Are you a citizen? He said, it. Like, oh, what?
I'm like sweating myself hearing that.
No, I hear you got an accent. Are you from this country? Or
I keep hearing the word bomb in the background.
We're just going to the next
Is
level.
that a dish you're making, or what is that, man? Is that a firecracker? What is it, man? Wow. So,
This isn't recording, is it?
It's recording.
Next
It's
level.
recording.
oh man.
Should I stop the
No,
recording?
I'm
No, he'll edit it.
I won't post this, man. So no, but I mean, you know, these are important things that, you know, the not local thing. It seems like it's kind of, you know, run its course. I don't see it come up too much that you know, if you're having issues overcoming it, or do you have anything with the dialer? Some people had a problem with the dialer.
People ask.
That's
People
old.
ask.
If anything, and once it gets to the realtor, like the realtor is the one who puts stuff in their mind, you know, about them going with you or what have you. If they're not Christina's realtor,
Gotta sell the realtor.
then you gotta sell the realtor.
Even if they are Christina's,
Yeah, in that case.
you have to continually sell them on
That's the
that.
biggest thing, is selling the realtor
I-
and making sure they stay with you.
I told somebody today, they asked about the dollar. I said, well, you know, we're not local. Well, you got a local number. I said, well, you know, truth is, if I called you from my area code, you wouldn't answer, would you? And I said, the harsh reality is many people ask for great information, but they don't answer if it's unfamiliar to them.
Mm-hmm.
I say, so we study shows that if we call from your area code, we can give you all the information that you've already requested. Wouldn't that make sense?
What'd they say?
The whole deal.
Yeah, that
Click.
makes sense. And then, yeah, no, and then I said, and then think about this. I said, you're gonna probably say you're gonna go to the bank, right? I said, you're gonna see your mortgage loan officer maybe once or twice. I say, once they give you the pre-approval, you really don't deal with them too much. I say, you deal with the realtor more than you deal with the loan officer. I say, we're here 24/7. I say, so when you get off work after 5 o'clock and you got questions, guess what? You can call me. You can't do the same for your local bank.
Right.
I said, so I'm going to be able to help you throughout the entire loan process, and you're going to be able to communicate with me that same day without issues.
Right. No, I think that's okay. I mean, the one that I came up with, and I think some of you guys are using it, that it's a courtesy, so that way you guys don't have to pay long distance.
Yeah, that's what I say.
That's what I've been using.
That's what I
Always
say.
works.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It always works, and they're like, "Oh, okay, that's nice."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
So I mean, y'all can come up with anything. I mean, I think that, you know, that to me just, you know, you got to see. I'm using the word courtesy. So, and our
like
company
that.
covers long distance charges, and so that way we give you a local number. So when you call us back, you don't have to pay, because that number goes back to your line if they call it.
Right.
And so, and you can actually, yeah, I mean, you can call the realtor from there. You know, again, it's not what you say, it's how you say it, right? I mean, it's, you know, and just getting trained on. I'm not. Listen, the only reason I've been able to do this because it's happened to me so many times. I don't have any gift with words. It just happened. I got to think about how am I going to, you know, deal with this when this realtor asks me this question. And so, and having the experience, so I'm just trying to reduce your airtime, guys, so you don't lose loans. And so, because, you know, a lot of people, they're very skeptical. You just got to be able to take care of them and address it. And so, so just like how, like we've seen where when you're asking for someone's social, I put it into the velocity, you know, can you verify your social for us? You know, as opposed to saying, what's your social? You know, and the tone that you say that doesn't matter, by the way.
Yes.
You know.
Because when you say verify, it's almost like you already
we have
have
a
it.
problem here. You can
Yeah.
verify your social for me right now.
No, let me, so what's
I don't believe you.
Yeah. Give me that social.
Yeah.
My name is Joe.
Speaking of selling realtors, I've gotten myself in some weird situations with certain realtors. It's really funny when you're at this edge because you do have to sell the realtor, like you were saying, David, because they're going to be talking to the client more than you are, most likely.
Yes.
I've been in a weird situation where the realtor was giving them information from I don't know where they were getting it. Like I've talked to them and told them what the exact deal was, and I talked to the client, and the realtor went and told them something I didn't say.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden now I'm dealing with like, not necessarily lies, but just like this misconception going on about what I just said and what can happen. And it was an easy in and out deal. And after about 30 days of dealing with this, I had to tell them, we might need to find a new realtor. Like there's actually situations where I've got into where I'm like, you know, I know that this person's been helping you, but they're
Yeah.
hurting you right now.
Yeah.
They're doing something wrong. They've got too much stuff going on in their personal life. I don't know what the reason is why they're mixing up you and one of their other clients, but they're gonna end up tanking this for you.
Yeah.
So this whole thing is really very. just all
Well,
in
no,
the
sometimes
brain.
we do have to replace them with replace the realtor.
Yeah.
That does happen, man. So don't think that you're stuck with them. I
Yeah,
mean, if they're
definitely
not
not.
working out.
It's just weird telling someone like, maybe you trust them, but you maybe not trust them.
Yeah, no, that does happen, man. Believe me, and we've had it to where the realtor's taken the loan too.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and we try to do our best. That's why we want you to do the interview process with them in the beginning.
They get a kickback from
before
their
they,
lender.
yeah, before the loan gets assigned, and just do a gut check with them and ask them those questions and see what. And sometimes they pass that too, and they still end up not working out.
Yeah.
So you just got to do your best to try and prevent it. So.
You can interview them and
No, you're right. You don't. I mean, you're right. You don't know. I mean, they somehow they can put on a real good act and it doesn't turn out. But
It's funny, I tell the clients, and I haven't run into this issue, but you know, obviously life happens. But I tell them, I said, be very careful dealing with a realtor. I said, even if we connect you with one, because technically we're not connected to them, you know what I mean? I said, but you know, well, I got a realtor, they got their own lender. I said, if you were going through a divorce, would you want to share the same lawyer as your ex?
that's a good one. That's a good one.
No, why not? So that'd be a conflict of interest, correct? I said it makes sense to have both the entities separate. That way they're both fighting for you, not against you.
Right.
Exactly.
Right. And yeah, I mean that's a huge.
I just
you
told my
got a
patent
patent on that
already.
one already.
Damn it, I can't use it.
Oh, you can use it. You just got to pay him. Is what he's saying.
Yeah.
All right, 25 cents.
Nah, bro, that's solid. I just paid you millions of dollars right there.
50 cents.
See, I've been around Angelo now. I just paid you millions of dollars right there.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's just, you know, these are all really good lessons. So I hope this was a good training tonight. I believe it's all been recorded, so we'll get it uploaded, except for that one piece.
Yeah, let's edit that one piece to ensure the
Yeah.